Hi, this is Upward1975, and today I want to talk about skill-based matchmaking in Advanced Warfare. This is a subject in danger of being done to death on YouTube, with many YouTubers complaining that skill-based matchmaking ruins the game. Now, there are 2 points that they make. One is that skill-based matchmaking means they can't get into lobbies with Timmy No Thumbs, so they can't get their gameplays. 2, the skill-based matchmaking is being put above actual connection based on location. Now, if connection is being based on skill rather than connection, then that's just stupid. Any game that's designed that way is just silly. However, I don't disagree with there being a skill-based matchmaking system in the game. And let me explain why. The Timmy No Thumbs of this world, the noobs, the casuals, the players that don't play very often, that are probably guys sitting at home with no headset, no special controller, just sat in front of their television, chilling out, they don't particularly want to play against pub stompers game after game after game, in which they get nowhere, do nothing, achieve nothing, and just die all the time. It's no fun for them. And the thing is, this game, on the whole, is brought by people like that. Now, given all the groups of people that make content for YouTube, you've got your commentators, your snipers, your pub stompers, your tips and tricks guys, there isn't anyone really making content for Timmy No Thumbs, and Timmy No Thumbs doesn't make any content. I was chatting to friends of mine. Now, I play with a guy called Brian, some of you know. He's in his 60s, he's got multiple sclerosis. He occasionally, and I mean very occasionally, pops on Call of Duty. I remember one time he was playing with us and we got C-Mac to look at his KD. And I think C-Mac was still laughing 10 minutes later. Brian is unashamedly completely hopeless at Call of Duty. The reaction, the Twitch-based shooter, does not suit him at all. He much prefers the more story-arced, big, epic games like Skyrim. He's a massive fan of Mass Effect, no pun intended. He loves those sort of immersive games. But he owns a couple of Call of Duties. He owns Black Ops 2. I told him not to get this one. He did buy Ghosts, and he actually prefers Ghosts to Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Which shows you how slow-paced and campy Ghosts can be. Because he liked it because he didn't die as often. Whereas when he played Black Ops 2, he died a lot, very quickly. Now, I got no problem when Brian joins me and plays on my team. It makes it a challenge, it makes it fun. It's also quite a good laugh playing with him, and some of the comments he makes when he gets killed and the things he shouts at other players just makes me laugh. But he is a true Timmy No Thumbs newbie player. Now, he does not want to play against me on a regular basis. He sure as hell doesn't want to play against a pub stomper or an MOG superstar. Now, should the matchmaking system give him a bit of protection if he's playing solo to allow him to avoid players like that? Should there be a sanctuary for Timmy No Thumbs where they can go and play safe, away from the wolves and the sharks that are looking to rend them and rip them apart mercilessly over and over again? I think there should be. I think there should be something in the game that does tier the matchmaking. So players of a certain skill level are hived off. I did like the one possibility maybe would be a lobby that you could only enter if you're of a certain level and you haven't reset. Now that would be the key part for me, is the haven't reset. Maybe you can only get there in the first 20 levels of your first, prestige. And then after that, you have to swim with the big boys. So like a shallow end, where you go in, dip your toe, play with other people in the shallow end, splash about with no risk of drowning. That would probably be, for me, the place they should go. A nice little safe environment for Timmy No Thumbs to maybe learn the rudimentaries of the game before they're immersed and plunged into the murky worlds. And it could be a voluntary thing. You could literally set it up as a specialized playlist. That for me is what needs to be done, or what could be done to protect Timmy No Thumbs, because the whole skill-based matchmaking system doesn't really work. Now, Michael Condrey did tweet out that the game isn't skill-based matchmaking first, that it is purely based on connection and location. Well, that worries me, because if this game, Advanced Warfare, is based purely on connection and location, how the hell did this happen to me and my friends? We were playing 9 in the evening UK time, so 10 o'clock at night for Oliver who's in Sweden. We're playing in a party and this guy was host. I'm serious. Look at the connections. How the hell does that work? How does it put me and Oliver from Sweden and the rest of the guys from the UK in a lobby with Brazilian host against a 6-man team of Brazilians? If you're saying it's just based on connection, there is something seriously wrong with your game. However, as I've said, I think there is some skill-based matchmaking going on, and I don't think it's totally looking at connection first. I've said before, and I'll say it now, if I play in a party, or I play with 2 or 3 guys, my connection gets worse. If we team up as a 4-man team in ranked play, which we do, which is good fun, my connection can wobble. It's not too bad before, but if we get a 5-man or a 6-man, hopeless. Connection, we just get into game after game after game with absolute poo connection. So anyway, my theory on skill-based matchmaking is pretty simple. Leave skill-based matchmaking to ranked play, put a shallow end in for the noobs and the Timmy No Thuns to give them a nice safe environment to play in for the first 20 or so levels. After that, I'm afraid they just have to take the plunge, go in the deep end with the nasty big boys that may pull them underwater and bully them a little bit. But you only get better at games if you're playing people better than you. Thank you, Scumps. It's true. By the way, that was a 15 kill streak in ranked play. It's probably why I chose this gameplay to use. Now, like I was saying, you have to learn by losing. Scumpy's lost my train of thought for me completely. You have to lose. You have to lose games to learn. You can't learn if you're winning all the time and the game is too easy and all the opponents are rubbish. It's just not going to happen. You have to persevere and struggle. And a lot of people don't want to do that. I mean, let's face it, how many games you've been in where everyone just quits because they're facing a little bit of adversity. This game, me and Swagger were versus a 4-man team. So it's me, Swaggy, and 2 randoms versus a full 4-man party. And they all decide to leg it. I mean, I do go to town on them. I get a ridiculously good kill streak for ranked play. But it's only a ranked play pre-season game on uplink. I don't see the point in quitting out halfway through. You're not achieving anything. You're not trying out different strats. You may as well stay in and just try to do your best. It's not really costing you anything, or are you that obsessed with your stats on a game like Advanced Warfare, where it pretty much blocks your stats? If you are, you shouldn't be worrying about playing ranked play anyway. You should just try and get in lobbies with Timmy No Thumbs like everyone else is trying to do. So, all in all, Call of Duty is a little bit of a broken environment at the moment. You got too many people clamoring to play people that are so easy there's a free win, and you haven't got anyone who's willing to take up a challenge and play people better than them. I love playing people better than me. It's how I learn how to play. I wouldn't have got any better at the game in Black Ops 1 if I wasn't getting dogs dropped on me on a regular basis, and I had to adapt and survive. And that's all, and thank you very much for watching.